We all keep waiting, waiting for the perfect time, perfect day, perfect situation, perfect energy, perfect mood, perfect people to start what we want to start. We feel like we need a perfect plan to start. We need to sort out everything. We need to have confidence. We need to have all the knowledge, all the resources, all the materials, all the people to start what we want to start. But this is not true. Life does not become perfect just because you keep waiting. The moment you decide to start, that is the perfect time. Yes, the moment you decide to start, that is the perfect time. And it does not matter how small you start. Sometimes you may start with fear, sometimes you may start with being confused, you may start late, you may fail, and you may start again. But the fact that you started is what matters. And it does not matter how small you start. You may start being messy, you may start with small information, small resources that you have, but the thing that you start is the biggest thing. And when you start this opportunities, this resources, this knowledge, these ideas, these topics, whatever you want to start, it comes naturally. So I'll say an example of me. So I thought that to start this channel, I need to become a certain version of myself. I need to master this topic of self-love and self-growth, and then only I can start this topic. And I kept waiting for a long time, but one day I realized that I just can't keep waiting. I mean, when I will become this version, and what version I really need to become to start this channel. Every day we will grow, every day we will evolve. So when I'm really going to start this channel, so I finally decided that I should start the channel. And I when I came, when I was about to shoot my first video, I was so confused. I was so nervous. I was not confident at all, to be honest. And I was feeling like what I will say and how the topics will come, how the ideas will come. But I sat down and I shoot my first video, and it was how I started loving myself. I shared about my this journey, and after that, when I started this channel, these topics, these ideas came naturally, and I became more confident. I got more clarity, and to be honest, I am growing more faster than before I started this channel. And about the topics and about the ideas, it came naturally. I started talking about my experiences, about my mistakes, and how I do my mistakes, then I come back, I go back into my old patterns, then I come back, and everything like mistakes, going back, how I show up every day, I talk about my experiences. So then I also felt like yes, people will relate to it, because this is the phrase that very less people talk about, how they go back to their old patterns, they make mistakes, but they still come again and they still start again. So this is what needed, because self growth and this healing, this manifestations, this journey is not a straight line. You will go back to your old patterns, you will do mistake, but it's how you come back. So people will relate to it, and now I'm more confident with this channel, with myself. So you don't need everything, like you don't need a perfect day to really start. You can start with whatever you know. And I really feel grateful that I didn't kept waiting and I started this channel. And today I thought of really talking about this topic. And I really wanted to say that don't keep waiting. Don't think like you need this perfect plan on you, you need this perfect resources and this materials and this people to start something. You can start alone, you can start alone, and you can start with whatever you have. Not only about a channel, I'm talking with whatever you want to do. Like when I started doing crochet, I also didn't know much about crochet, like the crochet channel. When I started, I was just a beginner, but I still kept doing crochet with whatever I know, whatever I have, and whatever resources I have, how much yarn I have. I didn't thought about how I'll buy this yarn, because I didn't had that much of money to buy more good quality yarn. But the yarn that I can afford, I started with that, and now I'm buying yarn with much higher quality. So I just want to say that with whatever resources you have, whatever knowledge you have, you can just start. And I also want to say that some people just wait for the perfect day, like the first day of the week or the first day of the month or the first day of the year, and now the year is about to end. So many people will feel like, oh, we'll start from 1st January of 2026. But I want to say that you don't need to wait for 2026 to start, to really start your journey. You can start now, you can experiment, you can really experiment with what will work for you. Like you can do this affirmation, then you can do mirror talk, or you can do meditation. How you meditate, which type of meditation, which type of affirmation will really work for you, you can experiment. And when this first day of the year will come, you will be in a more higher version of yourself. So that's all what I want to say. So don't wait for the perfect time, just start today.